In this video, we have a very important question, something that will really help a lot of people. The question's from Natalia, and it is, what were the big aha moments, realizations, or breakthroughs that got you to pivot from drawdown into profitability? All right, here we go. So the question is, biggest aha moments. Number one, learning that trading is a skill, not a knowledge. When most people learn to trade, they try to acquire a lot of knowledge, books, webinars, seminars, you name it. And myself included, that's what I did. But at some point, you got to ask yourself, do I just need to read another book and gain more knowledge? Or is there something else to this? Well, there is something else to this, because trading is a skill. Now, you could have all the knowledge in the world, it's not going to matter if you're not focusing on developing your skill as a trader. So, skill is what gets results. You can take any athlete you want, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever. It's a skill, not a knowledge. I can read a book on how to play baseball, but what matters is the skill for me to actually play it well. Trading is no different. The number two biggest aha moment, learning to study and analyze my trading. I love getting in and analyzing. I'm an analyzer. I love it. A lot of people can't stand it. They hate it. They don't want to analyze. They don't want to journal their trades and stuff like that. I don't like journaling my trades either. I use a third-party software. It's basically a drag and drop, and it does it all for me. But then I go in and analyze and study the trades to find out things like, what are my strengths? What am I doing really good at? I want to focus on that and amplify that. What are my weaknesses? And every trader has weaknesses. Here's a hint. Usually it's your mindset. Okay, that's 80% probably of all traders. Their biggest weakness is something with their mindset, the emotional intelligence. Another thing, what are some new opportunities in my trading? So this is another thing that you want to learn and analyze and understand, of where are the opportunities to improve. Or maybe it's an opportunity to trade a different way or trade a different trading vehicle. Maybe you've been trading futures and not having good success with it. Maybe you would have better success trading something else, like options or Forex or anything else. What are any threats to my trading? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What are my problems? And of course, once you identify those, really important thing that you need to know is, what are the solutions to those problems? And another thing is, when you study and analyze, the focus here is on improve, improve, improve. Now, answer number one, we talked about the biggest aha moment, learning about trading being a skill, not a knowledge. This right here, studying and analyzing your trading, is developing your skill. It is one way to develop your skill. And frankly, it's an excellent way to develop your skill as a trader. All right, here we go. Answer number three, learning to focus on the process of my trade plan. I used to focus on the money a lot. In fact, when I would trade, I would look at the profit and loss as it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it would drive me nuts. You're making money. It's like, oh, hey, this is great. You're doing your happy dance. And all of a sudden now you're down. You're like, oh no, I'm losing money. I just lost it all. And it's just this roller coaster, this up and down movement. Instead of focusing on that, focus on the process that will achieve the outcome that you want. And this is critical. It's very important as let's call it a professional trader mindset, is to focus on that process that achieves the result. Don't focus on the money, because there's all kinds of twisted emotions that'll get you through, and up and down, and fear of losing money, greed, and all that kind of stuff going on. You won't trade well that way. Been there, done that, seen it 1,000 times. It's not going to work. Focus on the process. Focusing on the process of your trade plan is a major game changer. Major game changer. I have seen this time and time and time again. One of the biggest aha moments, one of the biggest factors that get people from having, let's just call it, they're not making money, to changing the trajectory of their trading to now they're at least break even, if not consistently profitable. It gets them out of that rut, gets them out of that ditch. All right, here we go. Answer number four. The cave days. This was something that really helped me. I just call it the cave days. What that basically means is, when I would lose big, or if I had several losing days or weeks or trades in a row, I would go into what I just call the cave. And that's basically me going into a quiet spot and just focusing on improving and not trading during this time. So during this time, I'll give you an example. One day I lost $42,000 on one single trade. I didn't trade for 10 days after that. Now, part of that was just I was in shock that even happened. But the other part was I need to learn from this. I need to get better here because that obviously is not something I want to do. So I would go into the cave, basically just a quiet spot in my mind and go mad scientist on this and just focus on improving. Like what I was explaining earlier. What am I good at? What am I not good at? What weaknesses do I have? How do I improve? What are the solutions? What mistakes did I make? How can I correct those mistakes? All that kind of stuff. So when I would lose a lot or just have bad consistency, one of the two, go to the cave. And the fascinating thing was the biggest improvements in my trading happened in the cave because I would force myself to learn about the mistakes that I was making. And once I was aware of those mistakes, I identified what the solution was, and it dramatically improved my trading. So for me, this was one of the biggest aha moments. Was, again, I just call it going in the cave. Okay. And there's times throughout my trading where I've gone in the cave for long periods of time. Sometimes it might just be a few hours or a day or two. But I think one of the biggest challenges that us traders have is that when we're having bad results in our trading, we're losing money and losing consistently. What we don't want to do is go back and keep trading and keep trading and keep trading and try to force a good trade in the market. That's just not how it works. If you're making mistakes, stop it. Stop making those mistakes. Now, you won't know that until you step back, go in your cave, and identify what mistakes am I actually making. Let me put it this way. Identify the problem, identify the solution. That's what the cave is all about. Identify the problem, identify the solution. And you may have more than one problem. Okay, so that means you need more. You're going to have some more solutions. And the last point here, don't come out of the cave until you've solved the problem. You're on a mission to solve the problem here. So don't come out of the cave until you've solved whatever that weakness or whatever that problem is. Answer number 5, very important, biggest aha moments. Trade your style, not someone else's style. It took me a while to figure this one out. One of the biggest aha moments was really understanding what you are best at. What trading style do you gravitate towards the most? Is it scalping, day trading, swing, position, investing? What is it? What markets do you gravitate towards the most and why? Okay, things like that. What coach or instructor or mentor do you gravitate towards the most and why? So these are all questions that you want to really dig deep into, because this has been one of the biggest factors of my success is understanding I just got to be me. I just have to trade my style and not try to be someone else's. And I've tried that before, and that's hard because there's not a personality fit with your trading. When I first started learning, it was scalping. Everything was all about scalping. I was not a good scalper. Everything moved so quickly, so fast. We're scalping on 1-minute charts with a big level 2 screen. That level 2 screen was moving so fast, I couldn't make sense of it. But swing trading, this is it right here. That's me. It's easier, it's simpler, everything moves slower. I can, analyze and think about it and stuff like that. So for me, that's what works. You got to find out what works for you, because that is what's going to give you your best trading results. Is just be you and stop trying to be someone else. Stop trying to trade like someone else trades. Figure out what you're going to do best. One suggestion for you, help another trader. Type in your biggest aha moments in your trading in the comments below, and everyone's going to learn from everyone. We'll do a little teamwork here, all right? So go ahead, if you would, comment below. I hope this has been helpful for you. We'll see you next time.